What's up?
What's happening?
Welcome back to episode 3 of the Caution Women at Play podcast.
What?
We are your hosts. I am at Von Kiah. How you guys doing?
And I am Ashley D. What's up? What's up?
Hi. We got our wigs.
Call me Niecy.
Call me Nikki. How you doing?
Okay.
Let's get everybody on here, getting involved. I'm ready.
We have some answers for all the men tonight.
And the ladies are probably going to be like, thank you, someone told them. Someone let these men know.
Now, what we say isn't probably what every woman would say, but we're going to give the answers that we would give, okay? If we were to answer these.
We'll try to be good, but no promises.
Okay.
You know, I so miss having music on here, like just in the background.
Me too.
Incorporate
I hate
that
YouTube
again,
flags it and says that there's a copyright issue. That sucks.
I don't want any money for their music.
Oh, they won't give it to us. They're going to give it to them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why we can't use
Okay.
it and they can just... Ain't nobody here for that.
Nobody.
Okay. Like, why we can't use it and they can just... I wasn't expecting that. I thought I had my phone on silent.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sending the live out now.
Yes.
Can you hear me pretty good? Am I too loud or too low or anything?
You are great.
I'm trying to work on like not getting so excited because I notice when I'm excited, I get really, really loud.
You notice when you get excited, you get loud?
Extremely loud.
That's fair.
Extremely.
That's fair. But it's not bad. It's just excitement, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I feel like I must be like awkward or weird.
I think I have sent this to like 20 people now. I'm going to give my brother a call. Let me see if my brother going to call. Send him, look. Send the link. He probably going to be like, oh my goodness, what is my sister up to?
Why is it not letting? Oh, there it is. My darling, I'm on my Facebook, but I'm not 1,000% sure.
Somebody just asked me, have I been hacked? No, it's me, dear.
A little bit, yeah. How y'all doing? We have not been hacked. If we're sending you guys messages, we just want you guys to come be on here.
Yes.
That's
all.
all.
Hey, we have 3 people. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing?
You guys excited about the episode? Comment, say hello. We want to speak to all of you.
And if y'all missed the very beginning, again, today I'm Niecy. So address me as Niecy.
If you guys haven't watched the movie Baps, you need to, because you're missing out on such a gem. It's such a good movie. Like, that's a movie you watch with your daughter. Hey, Deborah Cole. I just saw she entered. How you doing?
Hey, Deborah. What's up, girl? What's up, Outlaw? Get y'all up here.
Yes.
There's Deborah. Oh, I like this. I didn't know it's set up like this. I like this. Okay, this is new. This is new.
We like it.
Hello.
Hello. Where's up? Look, I'm awkward in this frame.
Okay, this almost makes me want to go blonde, but I feel like I need to fix this skin problem I'm having right now.
What skin problem?
Girl, my face is breaking out. You see these?
My dad just gave me some sea moss gel, and he says it's supposed to be amazing some for breakouts. Try it.
I have some. Girl, I've been doing it. I don't know what's going on with my skin.
And I have the pills too.
You know, I made I was telling you I was making sea moss gel.
Yes, Babs.
I've been slacking. I have been slacking.
Yeah.
What's up? 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 Okay. But today we have 10 questions that we know a lot of you men would like to have answered. So we are here today to answer those for y'all. So y'all can finally get these answers to these questions. I know some people, some guys, you may be afraid to ask the woman about these. So we're just going to put them out there. But if you have any additional questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments and we will do our best to answer those as well. Okay.
Yes. And I'm excited to get started.
Me too.
To tell off on all these answers, these things that these men would like to know. You ready to get started?
Steven, he said, tell your dad we need the link for that sea moss.
I got you. Okay. Dad, the people need the link for your sea moss. I got you guys.
And you know what, y'all? I actually thought about selling it, but I was like, I don't know. I always do that to myself. I might just start doing that. I might just start doing that. Because I made a bunch of them and just gave them away to family members.
This is a Black-owned company, my dad said. It's called Infinite Age.
Hey.
This is it, so y'all can see. I will link it in somewhere on this page. I'll link it on this page for all of you to see.
Right.
But it's an actual gel in like a jar and a pill. It's supposed to be like amazing for breakouts, hair, skin, everything. So.
It took me the hardest time to like swallow that when I took it orally. Oh my goodness. But I found a way that I can get it down. So yeah, I've been slacking on it. I haven't taken it in like a week.
And then I'm going to take the supplements and I'm going to put this in my hair and on my skin and hopefully have a gel.
It does clear your skin up. But I don't know. Maybe I need to do it more often because this ain't going to cut it.
Well, if y'all ask for these wigs, don't make fun of me. I'm ready.
All right.
Let's start. I'm pumped.
Let's get it. Okay. First question. Why do girls spend so much time getting ready? You want to go first or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Well, me, when I'm really putting myself into something, I like to put my all into it. So I'm going to spend whatever time is needed. And makeup takes a long time when I want to wear it, okay? It takes a very long time. Your eyebrows by itself, like, I did an eyebrow tutorial today and the video alone is 17 minutes long. Okay. So yes, we need to know what time you're coming to pick us up, what time we need to be ready, because we're going to need 3 to 4 hours prior to that to start getting dressed. You want us to look our best? Let us do what it takes to get there. Okay.
So why? I'm gonna be honest. I have gotten to where I had gotten to where I did not like to take a long time to get ready. Makeup is probably the longest step in my routine, unfortunately. And yes, eyebrows can take a hot minute. Not as long as they used to take me, but Lord, it ain't cut down that much. Especially because I haven't been able to go get these bad boys threaded, so I've just had to improvise with whatever tools I had in the meanwhile. But honestly, I agree with you on that front. Like, if I'm gonna spend some time to get ready, it's just because I want to look my very best. Mm-hmm. We know perfection is an illusion, but I still want to look good. Ashley knows I spent a whole 25 minutes doing my face today.
Okay, and plus, like,
alone,
like the shower, like, okay, like you got to include the shower in there too, because I'm pretty sure y'all don't want us standing around y'all smelling like a whole turtle tank out here. I don't want to smell like that. Okay.
Because this is a wig. This is not the norm. I don't wear a wig every day. I have my actual hair to handle and deal with, you know.
And I ain't gonna lie, I started wearing my hair out a lot more because I used to get tired of my natural hair, but since it's grown a little bit longer and the texture is getting to where I want it, I wear it a lot more now. But I have like over 30 wigs that I will slap on my head. I used to collect wigs. Every 2 weeks I was at the hair store buying a wig, no lie. I got one for every color, one for every day.
Any personality you're looking for, we got
they have names. They really do. They have names.
But yeah, we spend time getting ready because we want to look cute. We want to look good. We want to feel good. And honestly, I'm be honest, I feel like if I'm going out with somebody like a male, I ain't saying you got to spend 3-4 hours, but I want you to take your time to get ready too. Look nice, plan accordingly.
Yes.
No,
Because if we're going to visit your people, your folks, I want to be the one when I walk in the room and your uncle be like, "Okay, nephew, I see you."
Okay, nephew.
Okay. I want to sit there because if I don't hear that, I'm like, can we go? Because I left something back at home.
The "okay, nephew" comment has me weak because that is yes.
That is legit. You want to be the okay, like that's what they do.
Or
okay.
You want to be the elbow, like okay.
If I don't see that, I'm going home. Look, can I go sit in the car?
We get you.
Okay.
So, I feel like I've answered that one. Do you? Do the people have comment on how long it's taking them to get ready? Any ladies in the building not care about how long it takes you to get ready? Y'all just do you think?
I used to be ready to get. Well, I used to be able to get ready in like 20 minutes because I'll plan while I'm either at work or something, like what I'm gonna put on. And I'm like, no, like running it through my head. And I'm like, okay, well, this is what I'm going to do for my makeup. All right.
I still have to do that. Because if I don't do that, I genuinely am going to be screwed. I feel like I have like this much time in between anything. And I'm like, well, I better think about my outfit for tomorrow right now.
Okay. I need to get back to doing that because I had got to the point last year whenever I had planned to go somewhere with somebody, I would just go buy something.
Yeah.
Like I would buy something. I'm like, well, I'll just go look for something over here instead of worrying about like what I had in the closet. And now I have a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, dang, I didn't know I had this.
Yes. I just had that conversation with somebody that's like you got to go back through all your old stuff to make sure you don't got nothing. Because sometimes you feel like you're gonna get rid of something, go look back like, oh, so
right,
that outfit. But
so, question number 2.
Oh, hi, Kamal. He's here. Hello.
Oh, cousin, you're back. What's up? I'm late on the comments. I don't see them. But anyway, what's up, cousin?
Yes.
So, moving on to question number 2, or
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Does size really matter? I can go first. I don't mind.
Okay.
Yes. I don't have another way to say it. Yes, it does. It does. It matters. It matters a little bit. It matters. I'm just saying. And I would say compatibility. Like, you ain't gonna be compatible with everybody's size. So, like, obviously it matters.
Right. Like, I say it like this. Like, I'm not going to say I necessarily have a preference that I wouldn't talk to somebody if they weren't up to a certain size, I guess. But, size does matter. Size does matter. But it's not the determining factor of everything. And plus, I also feel like it's all about the motion in the ocean and not really the size.
It's
like,
a combo
not too
of
much.
Those two things.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a combo. I don't think one is more important than the other because it's like size would be great, but if you don't, obviously, if you don't know what you're doing, then you don't know what you're doing. It doesn't matter what you got.
Okay.
You can't have a car and don't know how to drive it.
Right. Even though some people do that, they go buy a car and can't drive it.
It's gonna be sitting there stuck.
Okay. So yeah, if size, that's the answer. Does size matter? Yes, and kind of no, but it doesn't matter too much to a certain extent.
I'm gonna say that it doesn't matter to me in terms of like, It matters for pleasurable reasons.
Right.
That's the best way to put it. But it is not everything. Like, other factors come into play.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way to say it. Other factors come into play.
Now, some women, they base everything off size, but I can say for us, it's kind of like, it's not the what's the word I want to use? Size, it's not the end all be all. No. Yeah, it's not the end all be all. He said it does. Dumb question. I mean, we said it does.
This is questions y'all have. So blame your own species. Blame your own gender.
I have a question for the men in here. Is like there an actual difference in
I'm curious where you're going with this question.
Girl, I'm trying to figure out how to word it. The feel and the
and so, like from woman to woman, does it vary in how it feels?
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
I have asked this question before, and the people I've spoke to told me, yes, it is different, but I can see that it's like among male to male is different, right? They don't all seem the same, I hope.
Because I almost feel like it's just a connection thing.
Yeah, totally. It definitely is a connection, but I think compatibility, like how well you and that person like mesh and vibe physically, emotionally, like it's a couple of things.
That's what I feel.
Because like if you guys aren't both like open-minded to try out the same stuff, then obviously that's gonna create like a confusion no matter who got what size going on.
Okay. I don't think he was ready.
Yeah, we touching on them topics today. Well,
but he also said yes, it's different. Okay.
Yes.
I just wanted to know. We don't know, We can't, we don't really know, so we're asking.
I was just told.
Okay. So, question number 3.
Let's get it.
Yeah, is being a virgin a turn off?
Men, this is questions that y'all want answers to from us. So your own is wondering if that is a turn off. Not as a female, as a male is being a virgin a turn off. No, not to me. Not to me. Not at all, to be quite honest. Now, I used to feel that way. But as I've just gotten older, I actually feel completely opposite. I feel like you could, if a person's willing to learn, like let's do it.
Right.
You're willing to learn, willing to teach. Not now, but
girl, my ring light just shut off. It scared me. It scared me. Oh my goodness!
It was almost like how The Exorcist.
I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. And then...
Okay,
I'm gonna come back and answer.
Don't you lie. Well, I want to know what exactly, Kamal. I'm looking at y'all stuff through my chat. I agree. Compatibility is huge facts when it comes to what y'all got going on between each other, the bond, the build, all that good, beautiful stuff. Key. Very key. But I'm definitely going to say being a virgin as a male isn't a turnoff because it's like, well, if you waited and you saved it, it's cool. I feel like you got to be prepared to meet people who have made that decision. And I think a lot of times as women, we get told to wait for years and years and years and years and years. And so when you meet a man or male who actually has waited and taken that time, it's very like, oh, that's cool. Like that you had that discipline within yourself. Not saying it's bad otherwise, because I'm not a virgin anymore, obviously, but it's just really interesting to meet someone who does value that. It would make me want to know them even more on a deeper level, personally, if I met someone that was like that. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Woo!
I'm sorry, I just seen this comment.
Okay, me too.
Lord.
Look, I'm sorry, my lighting is terrible right now. I guess my ring light got overheated. So yeah. But hey, that's understandable right there, though. I
Mm-hmm.
understand it. So, but anyway.
Shatter. Good Lord. That sounds uncomfortable. Shattering. But yeah,
So,
Ashley,
like,
your answer to this question, I kind of told them how I felt. Go ahead.
okay, is being a virgin a turn off? I feel like this. Now, as I've gotten older, no. But when I was younger, I swear I was telling Kiah this story. I felt like one of my exes might have been, but never told me. And I was afraid of that because I ain't gonna lie, I was real toxic, baby. I didn't want to take nobody's virginity. That was not in my nature. I didn't want you that attached to me, you know. But now, nah, back then, yeah.
I just feel like as you get older, you begin to understand people like who choose that
Mm-hmm.
length time, or even like just understanding people might have had a harder time like connecting with someone like that, like in high school,
Yep.
or like what they were dealing with. Because just because somebody was a certain way in high school, when they get older, y'all be seeing people who are what stereotypical like loser, could never get a girl or whatever, be the ones doing what they need to do in their 30s, and even if they was a V, some of them be on their right path because they ain't been thinking
Yep.
about the other. So it all just depends.
Oh
Ready for
goodness. I
question number
hate
one?
my ring light done went off. I kind of want to try to get it back on again. But
Hey,
anyway.
you know, we'll pause in between while you getting it on. We here. We got
We
it.
can do one more question before I do that because I think like I had it on too long and it just overheated.
Okay, let's get it. Question
Okay.
4. What is the big deal with leaving the toilet seat up? Why we be tripping? Go ahead. Let them know.
Me?
Put it on. Put it
So,
on.
okay, story time. All right. The other day, I was walking in the house. I had to go really, really bad. I just left Starbucks, had me a big old coffee.
Right?
I didn't have a venti. I had a grande, but it was big. It was big enough. I had to pee.
Right.
I'm running in the house. Ooh, I got to pee. And I didn't look at the toilet seat. I just sat down and I fell in the toilet. Now I have toilet water ass.
Toilet water ass.
And that's disgusting. I don't care if you just flushed it and the toilet's clean. It's still nasty. That is toilet water. That is gross. That's why you need to put the toilet seat down.
Boom.
Okay.
Boom,
And plus,
boom, baby.
when y'all go use the bathroom, y'all don't necessarily always aim. Y'all, I feel like y'all be in there going like this. And then it just hits the toilet seat.
Help us, Lord.
And that's nasty.
So I've had that happen to me several times. I don't have any sisters. I just have my mom, my brothers, and so sometimes my brothers would leave the toilet seat up, and I definitely have fallen in several times in the middle of the night, early in the morning, because I'm a person that when I have to go right then, and I'm usually like running to the bathroom like an insane person, and I gotta hurry up and throw everything together. And now, because of that, I've actually gotten really good about like checking the toilet seat every time because I don't want to fall in. Like I'm already struggling enough to do so much that I've gotten where I just look now, like, okay, is it up or is it down? What I got to do here? But I saw this other. You guys all know or watch The Breakfast Club or have heard of it. The DJ on there, him and his wife have a show, a podcast, and she talked about that. And they're like 40. She showed him a new one and was like, you got to keep the toilet seat down. And he was like, but what about when I have to use the bathroom and I have to come and pick everything up? And I'm like, oh, come on. No. But he did pose a fair question because at the end of the day, both people are having to do work in order to utilize the bathroom.
He really did. Like, I see his point. I see what he was getting at.
Perspective.
But give me one more second, y'all. Oh, I didn't see this comment. I have to plug this up. Well, I have to move my laptop plug so it won't die. I didn't see that comment at first.
Independent contractors took me all the way. I'm like, independent contractor. God have mercy. Help me.
Oh, goodness. Give me 1 second.
Jesus. Help me, Jesus. But yeah, I just feel like, it is annoying from my perspective, but I also feel as though it can be annoying from a man's perspective. But I will say this. It is something to me, not even just about putting the toilet seat down, like the second lid in there, the middle lid, the top lid too. Like I just closed the whole toilet seat down, like the entire thing. And whatever you got to do, if you're female or male, then you got to pick it back up. I feel like that's my remedy. Put the toilet seat completely down, not just the first flap, but like the second flap too, all of it. Then It's kind of like pick the seat up to do your business. Number one male or number two. What do y'all think? Crazy, interesting conversation, but I feel like all the females get mad about the toilet seats, and I do think it's funny that that's like something I kind of don't care about anymore. I've gotten enough nonsense and play with my brothers running into me. Did we get her back on?
Yes.
She's back.
I didn't plug my other light because I feel like that one was dragging all of the energy, and it kind of just. Oh, okay. I have it in a, what do you call it? A surge protector or something like that? Yeah. Yeah, so I probably should have plugged them up separately.
Did you hear the end of what I said, basically?
I did.
My solution to the toilet seat, everybody put the entire toilet seat down, and then you can just lift up, like, whether you're going to lift up both seat tops or one seat top. So if everybody puts the whole thing down, the bathroom looks cleaner and more sanitary anyway. And then nobody's complaining about the toilet seat being up or down in the first place. That's my solution.
That's true. That's true. So let's all practice that and see how well it goes.
It sucks because somebody always forgets to put the whole toilet seat down.
Okay. You didn't let the lid down.
Someone will always forget. Someone forgets every time.
Oh, goodness.
Question 5. Are we here already? Oh, snap.
Y'all really want to know the answer to this one?
Yes.
Duh.
Are eyebrows really, really that big of a deal? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. That's like if I don't do any makeup, I will still do brows.
Okay, because it just makes your face look clean and fresh.
No nothing on, no blush, no nothing.
Okay.
The brows gonna be together.
Okay, snatched.
That's
sharp.
How you look kind of put together all that. When you're not put together.
He asked why though. I'm gonna give you my reasoning though, Kamal. Like my reason, I had to go without. Hold on, because the camera's weird. This eyebrow right here. I'll show y'all. I'll tell y'all how I grew it back. But part of this eyebrow was gone. Like this shiny part in my head, that's a scar. I had an accident. And I didn't really take care of my eyebrows as well beforehand, but I always got them threaded. And the reason why I feel like they are so important now is because I looked at what I looked like without them. And I ain't gonna lie, look kind of scary. And they are important because they bring out a certain beauty in the person. Like even men, y'all's eyebrows are cute too, especially when y'all go get them lined up and get your hair cut and stuff. Nah, don't go get them arched.
Guys have like the best brows.
They do. They're so thick,
tampered with. They look like, so beautiful.
Right.
Some of them don't even be thick. They just be having the right little like how y'all get the shape. I'm
like we want that arch that y'all have that's like right here. Okay, like we have to create. Look. I barely have it now. Like we have to create it. I don't have any makeup on right now, like none. And we have to create that and like make it stand out because that forms your face so well. Like go shave all your eyebrows off and tell me what you feel like you look like.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was one of the first things. Not the first. Eyes in general were one of the first things I was always drawn to within makeup. Like my mom would let me wear mascara when I was a kid. I didn't get to do all this, no, but the mascara for sure. And then I moved to, the first time I ever had anything done with my brows was for Julie's wedding when I went with you.
Yeah,
that was the first time anybody had ever messed with my brows. They were cool, but they were a little thin. this is like probably the most natural brow we gonna get at this point, because they need to be threaded something serious. Okay. But I feel as though like my brows just, they, like you said, they shape your face. I feel like they're always good. You can literally have on zero makeup, your brows done, and you look like semi-decent. Like I feel like I always look kind of put together if my eyebrows are sharp and crisp and like neat. Right. It just makes my face look better.
Every time I sit down to get mine done, I'm like, look, baby, not too thin, leave them kind of thick, just clean them up, please. Thank you.
And I will tell you guys, I have them like filled in right now, but like regularly I have them threaded to where no makeup at all, and my brows look like they are done crisp together. And that's why I like getting done so much, is because it's like, with or without makeup, they're gonna be snatched. Okay.
Just so you know. Just so Kamal said, "Oh, see what I mean? So eyebrows are important."
Exactly. Period.
They are very important.
Period. Guys always have that to say, but I'm like, all right, we'll just have your eyebrows look like mine. Bushy, crazy. See how you like it.
You're not gonna like that at all.
Period.
So, question number 6.
Oh snap! Let's get it.
Y'all gonna like this one. Always expect men to pay. You
want me to go first?
First, it don't matter. Go ahead.
No, I absolutely do not. I wasn't raised that way. To be honest, and I actually think it's been like difficult for me to learn how to just not offer or not be like, I got it. A little bit easier with where I am right now, but I feel as though in my like 20s, all throughout my 20s, I'm like an overgiver. So I was just all for like, we can go Dutch, we can go half, or I got it, it's no big deal. I have absolutely learned to just take a step back. I have to sneeze while you talk.
You're fine. Go ahead. Like, our answers are similar, simply because I'm the same way. I'm an overgiver as well. And like, most of the time, if I'm the person that's like, hey, you want to go do this or you want to go do that, I feel like I have to pay it since I suggested it. Like, whenever I go out on dates, sometimes, okay, he'll take the check or I'll take the check. You know, it's just kind of almost 50-50. And plus, I've always been told I'm a little too independent. I was just told this the other day, too. I know you're independent, but just let me do something for you. Okay, I have no problem with that. It's just, you know, I was always told to make sure if you go do anything with anybody, make sure you have the money to spend on it, too. That way, if something happens, you know, you're not just sitting up there looking dumbfounded. So I have no problem with paying from time to time. No, I do not always expect it.
Yeah, I feel like I've had to like learn to not. It's been like so hard because I'm just used to extending that hand out there like that, like you said, and especially if it was my idea, I pay, like that kind of thing, because I'm like you, full of ideas. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Like always wanting to get everybody together. And so it can be tough when that's how you are, and then people are kind of like, well, you suggested it, you pay, and you're like, I suggest everything, man.
Okay. I like this. Channel 82 said, I feel it's a matter of chivalry. I do too.
My dad is the same.
But you know,
when I go places with my dad, I don't pay for nothing, Darby. But I think I look up to my dad a lot, and I tend to take after doing things like him, even though I'm a girl.
Right.
Very difficult.
That's how I see it too, because like my family, like it's built up of mostly women, no lie, strong women, but they have men in their lives that won't allow them to pay for certain stuff, but they also give them their independence. So it's kind of like I take from granddaddy and I take from grandmama too. So we bring it all together. Yes. This is where it's kind of like.
That's exactly it. It's like my brothers, like all of the men in my family are like so giving, so kind, like they pay. Like I've never really seen it different. Like my dad pumps my gas if we're together, like that's just how he is. But it's odd, I have never expected that out of out of a person I've dealt with. Like, it's so interesting that that's been my norm, and I've been like,
okay, like
you do it, cool. But I think it's because whatever they were doing, I was trying to learn how to do it, and then I'd be like, well, I don't need anybody to do it for me. I can do it.
Okay, and plus, growing up, I was up under all of my granddads, y'all. Like, so I'm sorry.
Do y'all feel, as men in the chat, do you guys feel like obligated to pay for meals, dates, dinner, whatever, activities? Or like, do you feel like the women could like pick it up more in your experience? I don't know.
Right. It's okay. Y'all don't have to be scared. Be honest with us. We're not going to cut your heads off. Trust me. We're not internet gangsters.
I just don't really mind it.
Okay. Doesn't matter to me.
You either want to pay, you don't, you want to go Dutch.
Right.
That's your business.
We love and promote honesty over here. Okay. Well, while we're waiting on that, we can always come back to it. We can go ahead to question number 7.
I keep sneezing. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. All right. Why do you say you're okay when you're really not? My reasoning is I say that because sometimes I feel like not all men, but some men, they don't want to hear what I have to say if it comes off as though I might be complaining when I'm not. So I have to overly explain myself, and I don't like to do that. So I say I'm okay because I don't want anybody to feel like they have to give me an answer. I want you to listen to me to understand, not to listen to me just to respond. So that's why I'm most of the time I'm like, I'm okay when I'm really not. And then like when something happens and it's big, I don't blow up anymore. I used to, but I kind of sit back and I'm like, hey, so you remember when you asked me this? I wasn't all right, and this is why. And I want you to listen to me and understand where I'm coming from, not just take it as me complaining or trying to be worried about it, you know? So that's why I say
it. How do I feel? I stopped doing this specifically. I used to do this a lot. I used to be like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm all good. Nah, I'm not good. I'm not good. And it used to be that. And I learned very quickly that people will genuinely take you at what you say, and they're asking you because they can sense something is wrong with you or they're curious. And so instead of going with the I'm okay answer, I started more so saying like, I'm not okay right now, but I need a second. Because it's like, just give me time to get myself in line where I can talk about it. Because a lot of time when I'm not okay, it's not the time for me to be talking to you. Like, I'm probably not in the best headspace to be having a conversation with another individual when I'm personally not okay. So I had to learn how to be like, and not to beat myself up about not being okay. Like, I was like, I'm not okay, and that is okay. I need a second. Okay. I need time. I need space. But I had to learn how to say that. I didn't used to say it. I would used to be like, oh, yeah, I'm fine. And then, like, I'm all pissed off, and they're thinking, like, well, you said you were good, so what am I supposed to do? I had to learn. I did have to learn.
So going back to the...
Sorry, mixed signals.
Okay, going back to the paying for dates. Channel 82 said, not obligated, but it is a responsibility of the man to take the lead unless it's understood that it's a mutual perspective. Understandable. Well, I like that.
That's very fair. And I feel like that's a great way to like look at it from your perspective. I don't know if Channel 82 is male.
I don't either. I was going to ask, can you give us your name?
If you're male or what you identify.
If you don't mind, we like to know who people are. So we don't have to call you Channel 82. Right. Unless you want us to call you that. That's fine too.
Right? I'm not mad at anybody who believes in that either. Like, I feel like what works for you in your house is totally what works for you in your house, and it's not up to us to sit up and tell you what you're wrong and right about, because it worked for somebody. Some people like going 50-50. I was fine with it. You know what I mean? I didn't see anything wrong. I was kind of like, I work, they work. I want to go out places, they want to go out places. We can do 50-50. But, and I will say 50-50 is not just like Like you spent $6, I spent $6. For me, that is not how I look at 50-50. I look at like equal effort into stuff. So like if I got something, you get something another time, you know?
Okay, we know who it is now. Woo.
Oh,
What's up?
Now we know who you are.
Stay to the end. We have something for you. We have not forgotten about you, but we have something.
Yes.
We're gonna let it know. We're gonna let it be known at the end. Kamal says it feels good.
Your lady says I got it. Yeah. Absolutely. And that's what I mean. Like it's cool to offer or to treat your man at times for sure. And I know that it can make a man feel very good, but I've also met a lot of men who feel emasculated if their woman handles things like that. Yeah. They might like it. So it's interesting.
That's why I spent before I just be like, no, I got it. I try to get to know the person first because most men, they like to feel appreciated, and they feel appreciated when you step up to the plate sometimes and be like, I got it, because men, especially black men, they already have it hard enough. So why not just take little small things and show them, you know what, I appreciate you. I have it this time, you know?
Yep.
All of us women aren't bad guys, so we're gonna debunk that myth tonight.
I think a lot of women do that. I mean, at least who I'm friends with, a lot of my homegirls do that for their men. Right. And I think the men that they are with do appreciate it, but it's like their appreciation causes them to do even more for their women. It's almost just like a big bucket of giving to each other, which is so beautiful. Like
it's a saying. Kelvin likes to say this all the time, but it's very true. It's like whatever you give a woman, she multiplies it. Like you give her love, you know, she'll multiply it into something even greater, like a happy home, happiness. Like yes,
that's the way it's actually meant to be. Where, like masculine energy is the provider, feminine energy is the receptor. That's why sex is like the way it is, where somebody's a giver and somebody is a receiver. But both people have a very key job, because you can just multiply your seed anywhere. Obviously, it takes that to multiply. So very interesting.
Oh yeah.
But back to this question, 7. Why do we say we're okay when we're really not?
Okay.
I gave my 2 cents.
Me too. Like when we're not okay, just let us have our moments. We'll get better and we'll come talk to you.
I feel like I need time. And I feel like if people are asking for time, be patient. Let them have their time to think, to cool down, to get into better headspace, so that the conversation can be more constructive or productive. I would say don't take it personal if people are like not prepared to have a conversation with you right away. You know what I mean? Just saying.
Oh my goodness. Okay, quick thing. Yes. I'm getting a lot of messages saying, have you been hacked? I guess they're looking at the caution women at play and they're like,
we're not hacking anybody, guys.
One of them was my brother. He was like, did you get hacked? And I had to explain to him what it was.
Did not get hacked.
Oh my goodness. And y'all, my brother's 21. Bless his heart. He just turned 21 too. He's grown now.
Who is this woman? Harpo, who is this woman? Okay. Hey, I need a short bob wig like this, because this is low-key like
kind of. Oh, I got one in the closet.
You gonna mail it here for me?
I don't wear it.
Thank you.
Oh goodness. Okay.
What are we on? Question 8?
Question 8. Why do women fake it?
I'll answer. I got a couple of answers for that one.
Go ahead.
Oh, my personal opinion, I feel like a lot of women fake it because they don't know how to attain it in the first place. And when we talk about fake it, I mean faking an orgasm. Yes, we get that real today. I feel like they fake it because they don't really know how to get it. And I feel like the partner, that, and they are not, they haven't found
sexually compatible.
That they haven't found their voice enough to say, over here, down there, a little more of this. You know what I mean? Like maybe they're just uncomfortable like vocalizing it. I went through not feeling comfortable speaking at all. So now it can't stop. But I definitely think a lot of women don't know how to vocalize what they actually want and need to get to that point. and because they don't know.
Right. I agree with that. Now, me, I can't recall a time where I have ever faked it. But I know some people have simply because, it may be, it might have been the reason that you said, but they just said that it just wasn't good. So that's why I was like sexual compatibility.
Fake it and get it over with.
Right. Like you could be compatible with somebody and then the moment y'all have sex, you're not compatible anymore because you're not there with each other. Look.
Like the passion.
You're not there with each other.
Passion fizzled out.
It's almost like, I feel like with that, sometimes you have to take like what you're compatible with and intertwine it with the sex.
Yep.
Look at me.
No,
put these pins down.
But like compatibility isn't just in one way, like it's a couple of ways. And you have to figure out like that's what I mean. Like people don't take enough time to figure out what like turns a person on or what gets a person worked up or gets them going or like makes them feel better. Like they don't take the genuine time to try to figure it out. They just want to do whatever and like plow through a situation and it's like can't do that.
Okay, and that was gonna be my next point. Like a lot of men, like some men, they'll be like, well, I got this amount of bodies, and then they'll just go in on what they're used to giving other people. And then when you meet somebody else that doesn't like that, it's almost like, oh my God, like this is what we're doing now. So it's like you have to take your time and get to know everybody's body. Every woman's body is not the same at all. Like everybody
are different.
Yep. Everybody has like different ways they like to be pleasured. Nobody's just the same altogether.
Exactly.
So don't go in with that macho man
perspective. I would say humble yourself. And my best advice, if you're concerned that the person you're with is faking it, your woman, men.
Okay. Ask them, what can you do to improve?
Yeah, like ask her what can you do to like spice things up, or just ask her, does she know what like I would say most of us have like a thing that like a go-to thing that like if we do this, okay. Ask her if she knows like 2 or 3 of those things, because she should know her own body. Like with you, can she tell you like what you do that gets her there? You know what I mean? Is she able to identify that, or is she, you know what I mean? Because I tell you, maybe this is just personal point of view, but like I feel like I was so confused, and it was because like what you said, I just had a person who was much more experienced than me, and they just kind of were like, this is how stuff goes, and I was like, okay,
well, that ain't how I like
teach
it.
me, because I didn't understand anything. I was like late, and I'm like, so I just do this and then do this. I didn't really understand all that there was to sex, all the different ways a woman can be pleasured. Like I had no idea. And then I was like, oh, so that's what all these people are talking about. Oh.
So that's what happens when that goes down. Okay.
Homegirl's telling you about this, and you're like, that don't ever happen to me. What?
Okay. Y'all want something to say, but I have something to say, but I feel like my mama might be listening. I hope she's in the bed asleep.
At this point, we're on Facebook. Bless my auntie, uncles, everybody. I'm sorry if y'all are hearing this, heard it. My dad is sitting right here. We here.
Okay. Like, sorry, Pops, but
but like, it's sad. I don't think people should be faking it. That's a sad thing. So,
and you know what? I feel like sex should be a conversation that's had a little bit more. And I'm kind of about to get off subject a little bit, but with children, I feel like once they reach that certain age where they're going to see certain stuff, I feel like as parents, if you have kids, you need to sit down and have those conversations with the kids, because you don't want them asking their friends like, so what happened when this happened? And then they're getting like dumb advice from friends that really don't know anything, and I know it's a hard conversation to have. Trust me, I have 2 girls, and Lord knows I would probably lose my mind the day they come to me and say, Mom, I'm having sex. But I have to prepare myself for that because, of course, it's going to happen someday. And I want them to be educated by me and not their little friends that don't know anything, because my education came from people around me.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I'm 30, you're 29. Y'all think back to whenever you were in like 5th grade. When I was in 5th grade, that's when I first started hearing about it. I was only 9, 10 years old. Kids in my class were talking about it. And the stuff that they used to tell me, you would think you could get pregnant by licking a spoon. Like,
okay.
Like I had no idea about nothing. And neither did those kids. So if it's your own kids, just sit them down before they get misinformation from other kids. And then they out here making crazy decisions off of someone other than you told them. That's
okay. Because I'm a goofy parent. You can ask my kids. They act just like me too. I went to Bella and when we had the sex talk, I started off like this to kind of lighten the mood. I said, so have you ever heard of the birds and the bees? She was like, no. Well, you can get pregnant. You can get pregnant from kissing. And then I walked off and she was like, huh? I said, nah, but for real though. And then the conversation got serious.
I'm just playing with you. You cannot.
Just set the tone, make them comfortable, go in there. You can use what I used. Go ahead, try it. So,
you. Okay. That yet again, that one podcast, the older couple, my DJ, his wife, telling you, they talked to their kids and they were like, we told our kid both their kids have a son or daughter. They were like, we told our kid every orifice that goes into what thing, like all the combinations, all the ways. We told them everything because they're like, when your little stupid friend comes to you talking about, you put this there, this happens. No, it doesn't. My parents were grown. Told me you put that there.
Okay.
That ain't it.
So if you're a parent, go ahead and tell your kids while we're here and we're talking about this. Go ahead and talk to them if they're of that age. Look, I'm holding this like I got something in it. This is a juice that I made. So anyway.
My coffee somewhere.
Question number 9.
Bow.
What do you find attractive in other women? So a lot of men like to post this stuff saying women love to say they aren't gay, but the next thing you know, they look at her butt. I mean, shoot, if it look good, compliment her on it, Like
I'm not watching a music video.
Okay, I ain't no hater. Okay, I ain't no hater. Not at all. Like I love like women's beautiful souls. If they have one, most women, they're evil, but I love a beautiful soul. I love one that's like most. Am I lying? But it's like I don't mind telling another woman when they're attractive. Shoot, like us compliment each other makes us feel better when another woman comes to us and let us know our beauty than coming from a man. Like we love it coming from our men, but it's just something about hearing a compliment from another woman that's like, oh, thank you. Aww. It's not always, oh, thank you. Let's go sleep together, Right. Want to have a little sex? It's never always anything like that. It just feels good to hear it.
I agree. 1,000% sure. And what do we find most attractive though?
Well, most attractive, I would say like a woman's intelligence, especially a strong woman, their intelligence to get through anything. Like that strength.
Strong women. That's always really, really awesome. That or just like a woman who knows how to carry herself in general, like a confident woman, like that in itself. And it inspires me so much when I see that. Now, if y'all talking about physicals, we can go physical too. But if I'm asking to know like what really makes me, it's a woman's confidence for sure.
Like that's what stands out first before I just give a compliment, because it could be somebody that people would probably say you're made up like SpongeBob, but if she rocking that outfit and she's holding her head up high, baby, you look good. You look blessed.
Sometimes I look at people who gets talked about like that, and I think about how I don't ever think I've looked at myself and thought I was made up like SpongeBob, but I didn't have that level of confidence that she had, and I'd be like, I need to get on her level because she is feeling herself in general, like. And it's like when you don't see yourself in a bad light, but you're still not that confident. It's like, well, shoot, what am I missing out on?
Okay, shoot. Let me take notes.
Let me take notes.
Okay. We're gonna jump back to question 8 right there. Oh, go ahead.
Physical features.
Well, I like to see a nice size booty.
Yeah, it's gotta be the booty. I'm always like, or the yayas.
I'm not really a breast person. Like, I don't like how big mine are, but I have learned to embrace them. I'm more of like a booty person.
I'm like, ooh.
Okay. And like, hey, since we're on physical, I remember going out one night and I was at a bar. I was just standing up there. I think the people I were with, I think they went to the bathroom. I was just sitting up there at the bar ordering drinks. And this girl, she just walks up to me. I don't know her. She don't know me. She slaps me on the butt. She goes, "Oh my gosh, nice ass, girl." I'm like, "Okay, thank you."
Okay. You're like,
okay. I was switching for the rest of the night.
Let me know what's good.
Okay.
Last question.
Want to jump back to 8 right fast?
Yes,
because I like this.
I did too.
He said, as a father, I have frequent meetings with my kids. I speak to them as I have come to know that they talk with their friends, my girls as well as my boys. My biggest efforts come from trying to be an example for my girls to look for and my boys to strive to be like, or better than, and better than. Sorry. I like that.
I love. Great response. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. Those are those tough conversations that need to be had with kids.
A lot of parents don't have them with their kids at all.
They don't.
Like the emphasis is there for sure.
I clicked on it a little bit too soon, but
we're here now.
My fingers started spazzing again.
Oh Lord. How often do women think about the S word? Sex.
All the time.
Pretty much.
I mean, sometimes we're not in the mood for it. Okay, sometimes we're probably just not in the mood for it, but we definitely think about it all the time. Like, all the time. Oh, we think of different ways we may like to have it or what we may want to do to initiate it or something like that. But we definitely think
the
about
highlight reel.
Okay.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. The highlight reel. Like, ooh.
We think about it all the time.
That's when you be randomly out and you just start smiling.
Mm-hmm. Picking up a bag of chicken, like, huh?
Exactly. People are like, oh, okay. No, just, had a little.
So we always blame men, like, that's always on your mind. That's all you're thinking about. Us too. But most of the time, you know what? I've also been told by men, like, that's not always what's on my mind. But I mean, I'm attracted to my woman, so I would like to have it as much as possible. They're like, most of the time, I'm thinking about the issue I'm going through and how I'm going to try to get through it and fix it and live to see tomorrow.
Whose song is that, Trina? I got a problem.
I don't know. I forgot, but I know what song you're talking about.
Now I'm about to go do some.
I started thinking about that ASAP Rocky song. My mind just went blank. I love that.
Oh yeah, it's by Trina.
You know. Okay. Look, you want to Google it right fast. So do y'all have any questions that may have popped up in y'all's heads that y'all want to ask us? Because that was the last question. And, we gave you a straight up answer all the time. All day, every day.
All the time and often.
Just say it.
You already know me. I'm like,
Go on and say it.
I was going to say that we need some male podcasters to come on the show.
Oh, yeah.
A couple. Because we would like to do another segment of this of like 10 questions that women want answered.
Okay.
We're going to bring the questions to y'all this time.
And we want to hear y'all's honest answers. Believe me, you won't hurt our feelings. And if you do, we'll address it right there in a playful way.
I'm pretty open, pretty understanding.
We both are. Like, we're very open and understanding. I don't think there's ever been a point where we were just like, no, and just like shut everything down. Like,
nah,
we're open for anything. Right.
When it comes to myself, I have my own standards for me.
I agree with that. But like when it comes to
got going on,
we don't discriminate.
I pray for you. I love you.
So if you would like to be a part of this episode, hit one of us up. We'll get you on in there. We're hoping to do this by next week.
Absolutely. Definitely next week. Maybe the next, if it doesn't pan, but next week will be ideal.
Look,
follow the IG page. It's kind of flowing on the bottom.
Yep. You can hit us up on there.
Also reach out to myself and Ashley on Facebook or Instagram to tap in if you would like to be a part of the show. Well, obviously.
Better yet, like this. You can follow us on our separate platforms as well, but you could just send everything to the Caution Women at Play podcast. That way we're both kind of like, okay, you don't have it, I have it, and it's not being, left behind.
Absolutely.
Just hit us up.
Follow both of us.
Okay.
Follow both of us. Follow the podcast, but go to the podcast page if you would like to come talk to us about being on podcast.
Anybody. We wanted to do one with just podcasters, but I mean, of course, if you're not a podcaster and you want to be on it, just hit us up. We'll add you in there too. So come on. Oh yeah. Y'all can be honest, I promise.
More than just us two answering. This is going to be a very interesting topic.
I feel like they might be scared, like, oh, my wife might cut my head off.
Your wife should know all these answers. Let me quit.
Hey. She might need some clarification too. Huh?
I'm just going to ask, does this dress make me look fat?
Tell me. I tell folks, like, look, tell me. Like, if it's not for me, tell me. If I'm not becoming of this outfit, let me know. And you know what? Y'all, my sister is the person that is so honest with me. Like, sometimes she be hurting my feelings, but I go to her and I be like, look, tell me the truth. Is this outfit becoming of me or not? She'll either be like, oh, that's cute. Or either she'll be like, no, take it off now.
Yep. That's what you need. We all need that in our life.
Because most of the time men will say, yeah, that's nice. Just to not get their heads cut off. But I want honesty. If I look bad, tell me. Because you have to be seen with me.
I'm like, does this make me look bad? And my dad will be like, I'm not answering that. I'm like, no, seriously. And then Darius will be the one person to be like, I mean, there's kind of a little of this going on. I'm like, thank you, somebody.
Okay. Now my kids, now they'll tell me, I'll be like, does mama look cute? Yeah, but I don't like that. Yeah, you need to change that. Put this on. They'll tell me now. Like, okay, like how did you even know that was back there? Well, I got it last week when we were playing dress up.
Bloopity blue. Bloopity blue. Well, I guess we are going to end our podcast show here, right? We got through our 10 questions. You guys got to hear some answers to some pretty normal questions that men want answers to. We brought it to you. Hopefully you guys thought they were sufficient for your ears.
Okay.
But we'll be back here next week. Same time, same place. YouTube Live, Facebook Live. We have to figure out how to get on Twitter Live. Yes?
Yes. Send me.
We'll figure out.
I have to. Yeah, we'll get it on there.
But if you guys have Twitter pages, follow us on Twitter. Follow the podcast page on Twitter, and you will find us on that.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm over and out. And
Nisi is over and out too. So guys, don't forget, if you want to be a part of the podcast next week, want to be a part of that panel, hit us up on Caution_Women at Play on Instagram, and we will get you filled on in with everything. Toodles.
Bye, guys.
Nisi out.